Hey, Mercy, do you want to ride a fast bike around town?
Of course, I love high speed.
Shall not, I cannot stoop to your level. They assured me this was a show that understood politics, where we could debate.
We're faster than a speeding bullet.
And I find myself having statistics hurled at me like so much stale confetti.
Tommy, we're going too slow.
Boil people down to numbers.
Yeah, that's some speed.
My friend, what it takes to serve, the sacrifices I've made to help my country, to help Vice City, the complexity of government, the hideousness of my wife.
Yeah, that's some speed.
Like our national debt. Oh, sure, some people like that, but not me. It's a nightmare, my friend, and I have it thrown back at me by...
Can you go faster, Tommy?
I can scarcely get up in the morning.
And with that outrageous revelation, let's take a quick break to tell you something very informative. You're listening to Pressing Issues on Vice City Public Radio. Over to you, Jonathan.
Hello and welcome back.
I need to refuel my bike.
Jonathan Freeloader, and you're listening to VCPR. This portion of Pressing Issues is brought to you by...
Look, there are bikers. What are they up to?
Public radio and our community. We hope you're enjoying Pressing Issues and the way...
They're stealing fuel, bastards!
Society. Unfortunately, public radio invites...
Hey, you, stop!
Pressure. That's because...
Fast! Follow them!
You can't hear this kind of hard-hitting, long, drawn-out programming anywhere else.
In Australia.
I feel all covered with flies right now. Call us, pledge your money, give 10% of your income. That's all we ask. And for that, you know everyone can be educated on the important things we discuss on VCPR.
10% is a really small amount. I remember when I was volunteering in Central America, to make myself appear less shallow, the native peoples would give you 10% of their land for a pair of mirrored sunglasses. And
Absolutely. But remember, this radio station could disappear. The voice of unprofitable radio could be silenced. One day you wake up, roll over, and she's gone. You go into the kitchen, there's a note scrawled, the sound of a taxi leaving in the distance, a thunderstorm rolls in. It's a metaphor for my haircut, or this pledge drive.
yes, the pledge drive. Become a member. Only members or people with radios can listen to this radio station. Now back to Pressing Issues.
Shouldn't we give out the phone number?
Like I tell the children at the library I volunteer at, look it up yourself. No, you can't go to the bathroom, and stop crying.
That's good advice. Now, back to Pressing Issues.
Welcome back to Pressing Issues with me, Maurice Chavez. On our panel, we got the secessionist lunatic John F. Hickory, liberal rich kid Callum Crayshaw, and neo-fascist congressman Alex Shrub. Gentlemen, welcome back. Let's start with you, Mr. Hickory. Why the F?
For Florida. I'm a patriot. I've even got an orange grove tattooed all over my groin.
Excellent. But back to the matter at hand. Public safety. How do we get guns under control in this city?
By giving everyone hope, a dream of a better tomorrow, by encouraging people to grow their own root vegetables. What's the satisfaction?
This is the last one. Let's drive back to the gas station.
Planting seeds in the peasant village.
Keep your hoes and seeds to yourself. We don't need gun control. If you read the Constitution, it's a sacred document that should not be changed. Under our Constitution, women couldn't vote, but the liberals come in crying crocodile.
Thanks for the
tears.
help.
We need to get
I would have been
scaremongers
fired if
and
it hadn't been for
non-believers
you.
men like
It's
Chavez,
not the
under
first time those
control.
bastards have
I've
shown
got
up.
to remind you of
I
your
need to go.
funding,
Goodbye.
right?
We don't get any funding.
Yeah, exactly.
Enough driving for today.
Good.
That was
You
cool.
won't
Give me
see
a ride
any
home,
out of
please.
me. You've got to stop spreading these lies or I'll whip you myself. I'm not afraid. The Constitution asserts a man's right to bear arms and arm bears and all points in between. Whoever heard of a gun or a bear causing problems? This is all cocky pop or whatever that word is. It keeps the place safe. Trouble is caused by unemployment, and unemployment comes from poor economic performance and lazy people. If you had a job, would you steal a car? Of course not. And if you had a high-rise condo, a mistress, and a seat on the board, would you run around graffitiing your name all over town and making a nuisance of yourself, spinning on your back and popping and locking and... Not a hope. It's simple. If you don't have a job, starve. Get out of my constituency. By force if necessary, and starve.
That is quite simple. Are you really saying that?
Of course I am. Vice City is a growing city.
That was a lot of
Of course there are
fun.
gonna be
See you
some
later.
growing pains, but what I tell people is this. Gather up your life.